A whisper of air, a single delicate movement, the flap of a butterfly's wing and a quiet forest. It seems like nothing, an event so small, so insignificant, it vanishes from history the moment it happens. But what if that wasn't true? What if that tiny flutter was not an ending, but the first silent turn of a colossal engine? This is the butterfly effect, the scientific idea that a tiny change in initial conditions can lead to massive, unpredictable consequences. It's more than a theory. It's the story of our world, and sometimes those stories are chilling. We're about to tell you one in 60 seconds. Vienna, 1907. A young, aspiring artist full of hope walks towards the imposing doors of the Academy of Fine Arts. This moment is his entire world. His portfolio is reviewed, his fate decided by a handful of professors in a quiet wood-paneled room. The flap of the butterfly's wing. The verdict comes, a single cold word on a formal letter: unfit. The dream is not deferred. It is executed. The rejected artist, now lost and adrift, wanders the city streets. His passion for creation curdles into a hunger for something else, belonging and power. He stumbles upon a political rally. The anger, the simple answers, the sense of shared purpose, it offers him a new canvas, a much darker one. That single rejection didn't just change one man's life. It set in motion a chain of events that would redraw the map of the entire world in fire and blood. One professor's casual decision, one artist's shattered dream, a hurricane of history born from the flap of a wing. This principle is called sensitive dependence on initial conditions, a fancy way of saying where you start matters infinitely. A single snowflake landing in just the right place can trigger an avalanche. But the butterfly effect isn't just about tragic historical events. It's happening right now, in your life, in 1,000 tiny ways. Think about it. That one time you decided to go to a party you retired for, and you met the love of your life. The random book you picked up at the library that sparked a career change. The wrong turn you took that led you to discover your favorite park. These are all positive hurricanes. We are constantly flapping our wings, setting things in motion we can't possibly predict. So if the future is so unpredictable, what's the point? Are we just helpless in a sea of chaos? No, because we can't control the hurricane, but we can control the flap. We can choose the intention of our initial conditions. A single word of encouragement to a colleague, a moment of genuine listening to a friend, a small, anonymous act of kindness. You don't know the chain of events you just started. You might have just provided the one bit of hope that person needed to not give up. You might have just averted a personal hurricane. This is the immense power and the immense responsibility of our small lives. Nothing is insignificant. You are an architect of chaos whether you like it or not. Every choice, every word, every moment of an action is a butterfly. The question is not if you will affect the world, but how. Will your wings stir up a wind of cynicism and despair, or a breeze of hope and connection? The choice is the only thing you can truly control. Be mindful of your flaps. Be intentional with your kindness. Be deliberate with your encouragement. You never know the chain of events you just started. You might have just provided the one bit of hope that person needed to not give up. You might have just averted a personal hurricane. If this made you think about your own impact, flap your wings on that like button. Subscribe for more ideas that explore the hidden connections in our world. Share this with someone to remind them that their small actions matter. And in the comments, tell us about a small moment that had a big, unexpected impact on your life.